Wait a second. What do you mean we're rolling? I'm sorry. What do you mean we're rolling? Oh, the toilet stopped. Yeah, I got a fresh roll of toilet paper. Phooey on you, Lenny. I even have soap, okay? Lenny, you paying attention? I have soap here. It goes along with this sink that needs to be cleaned, so I'm not going to show the sink. So, oh, I did that already. So anyway, Lenny, you paying attention? In order for you to continue posting videos, it is very important that you as a young man know how to make coffee, okay? So I am going to teach you the recipe one more time. I'm not kidding you. Just one more time, okay? It's very complicated because it has to do with fluid mechanics. You know, I know that you used to fix cars and stuff, and you know about brake lines, and you know about how fluids move through a dynamic braking system and air conditioning systems. But you know, coffee is much more complex because it has to do with heat as well. And so the heat will change the molecular structure of the coffee grounds, and there is also gravity involved where the water will descend into the pot. So basically, we are going to, Lenny, are you pit? Get off Farmville, okay? Okay. Okay. Oh, you are pit. Are you paying attention? Okay, I guess you are. Okay, so anyway, if you are going to keep making videos, you need to have coffee tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So I am going to take you on a mini adventure to make coffee. That's right. Oh yeah, coffee. I thought we were gonna make those other things, but that's a whole nother video where I figure out what those other things were. But anyway, okay, so now I am going to open the bathroom door. That bathroom door, by the way, is what you call a video screen protector, because last time I was filming a video right here, right at the end, I'm like going like this, and there's a wah. That was Claudia. So now, I have to use my inside voice, okay? And then I will show you how to make coffee. I'm wondering if I should actually turn this into a two-part video. No, I'm gonna be brave, but I will use, oh, sorry, my bum was scratchy. Alright, shh, here we go. This is gonna be, oh, just one last note. This is gonna be very tricky because I have to hold this camera up and narrate, at the same time as I'm making coffee. Okay, so I'm actually getting really scared. Really scared, Lenny. Hopefully you could hold my hand during this process, okay? But, or at least be there, okay? Like mentally, spiritually, Not physically. Your mustache is a little too big for me. So anyway, shh. Inside voice. Okay. Must remember. Okay. So we're gonna turn off the light switch. This is what is known as going dark. Ah! Oh, inside voice. Okay, we are creeping around the hall. We're creeping around the hall. Oh yeah. Okay. So I think I'm still using my inside voice. So here we have a coffee pot. It's a Galvalia, but it is not one of those chronic models. So see, I am gonna empty out the remains of yesterday. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks like they're here to stay. Oh, how I long for yesterday. Okay, so anyway, this is not about my singing talents. No, just kidding. Yes, it is. So anyway, so you take the remains of yesterday and you basically dump them down the sink. So I'm not going to say anything for a second because you won't be able to hear it, but you turn on the sink, and we already covered that chapter where you just lift the handle up and then the water magically flows down, but that has to do with fluid dynamics and pressurizations. And again, that's a very complex topic in itself, so I am just going to simply turn the handle and water will magically appear. And then when the pot fills up, ooh, Lenny, can you tell me what I'm doing wrong here? Okay, that's better. You know, this is what you call a constant. It can only contain so much. Okay, so with that being said, see, now Lenny, you paying attention? This is enough for 12 people. uh, or maybe 10 or 8. Well, but if you live with Claudia, it's only enough for 2 people. So just remember that, okay? Okay. There's a Danny DeVito reference. Okay, so, ooh, I'm embarrassed. Different subject, but you squish the beer can so you can fit more in the recycle bin. That's a volume thing. Okay, so you get one of these rare things. You cannot find these in grocery stores anymore. Kath Sturck, we were talking about this about a year ago. This is what is known as a funnel. So you take this device that concentrates gravity, and therefore it will be very useful. See, coffee manufacturers, they make it a pain in the butt. Let me demonstrate. If you were to pour water into that, it's spilled right on the counter. It's hard to see, but it's spilled right on the counter. But now, if you use one of these things that is a liquid gravity condensator, you can now ever so carefully concentrate the liquid flowing stream of liquid Ooh, that's redundant, but I'm dyslexic. So you can concentrate the flow of liquid directly into what is known as a preheating chamber. And you still spill stuff. And now it is very important, if you want to collect the hot water that will soon become coffee, is Lenny. What? Just kidding. Alright, so you take the coffee cup there, or the coffee pot, and you put it right there, so it will collect from the pre-cooling, or the preheating reservoir. So now the reservoir is filled up, awaiting for you to perhaps use a self-timer. But there is also a manual button where you can turn it back on yourself. But that's a whole nother subject. This is about making coffee, not actually hitting the on button. Because, hitting the on button can be very complicated in itself. There are so many variables. So anyway, so now we have the coffee reservoir ready to go. Now, Lenny, just so you know, Lenny, my coffee filters, they go up to 4. Okay, see, because look at. The reason they go up to 4 is because of pi. Because this is bigger than pi, which is 3.14. Okay, so now I just did a very complex thing with one hand. Is I got my coffee filter ready, because it is important that you situate the coffee filter in an optimal position where it will collect the coffee when you pour it in there. Okay, so now, this is very important, Lenny. Very important. It is very important that you put everything back. You have to put everything back, because if you don't, you will get yelled at in the morning. Okay, yeah, just like a red-headed stepchild. Okay, so anyway, so now this is what is known as fuel. So now you have to open up the fuel bag, also known as payload. Okay, so now we got that open. Now this is a very important step. Yeah, oh, remember that light? Oh my goodness. Okay. Wait a second. Potatoes! Okay, so we got our coffee. Here, chicken. Okay, so now we very carefully, this part is important too, because if you pour too much coffee, and your girlfriend drinks it all, she will be like hyper, getting close. That looks close enough, because if you pour too much coffee, I don't know how to describe it because it's happened too many times. I just, I mean, it's like I could spend here all day. So now the last final step in the pre-brewing preparation process is you have to close this lid because it is most people do not know this, but this is what you call, I was going to say a closed loop, but it's an open system where, sorry, I haven't done the math yet, but I'm doing it. So basically, the water boils in here and it ventriculates. I just made that word up. And it circulates to the upper chambers, and due to this ingenious mechanism, it will then be redirected over the coffee grounds. Meanwhile, the water is scalding hot. Maybe not McDonald's scalding hot, but it will be scalding hot. So then it will recirculate and penetrate all these little coffee molecules that are just sitting there waiting for your delight. So basically the water will circulate, penetrate, and then it will flow down into this coffee pot. And then, more importantly, at the end of the day, if you've ever been in Canada, you will have a Tim Horton cup waiting for you to pour the coffee in. And notice there's no coffee because I did not. Murray. Oh, ooh. I mean Lenny. There is no coffee in here yet because I did not hit the on button, okay? So, anyway, so that. Okay, let's go back. So we're almost done here, okay? So that is how you make coffee. You know, Lenny, if you ever need me to, I could help you with so many things, such as putting in a garbage bag into the garbage can. Um, I was thinking of making you a video on how to pet a cat, but that would be so complicated. So anyway, pretending I have coffee, I will wish you a cheers and a good night. Oh, it's still on.